Hey guys, Samu7 here, gonna commentate this Magna Tempus race. Is the second race of Season 3 of FLR, which is Decoy's Racing League. Magna Tempus, forged by Armada 223. Here we have our starting order, which is Discreet and Curry. And then we're gonna have Mustang and Decoy. And then we're gonna have Jim and Papa. And then in the next row, we're going to have Vermin, and we're going to have Luke and Camby. And the heat results were first heat, Luke 1, Papa 2nd, Mustang 3rd, Curry 4th. The other one was Camby 1st, Vermin, Jim, Decoy, Discreet, and we're off. Oh, Luke popping a two-wheel right off the rip, and it looks like the early lead is going to be held by Curry for now, but it's getting all kinds of tight here. Whoa, Curry's getting his lag spikes. That throws Jim up a little bit. Now he's going to try to hold on to 3rd. Decoy's behind him in 4th. Here we have a big pack. Vermin, Slaunch, Luke, Camby. In this huge pack here. Battle for 4th or 5th. Hard to tell. I believe it's a battle for 5th overall. Discreet with a very unfortunate start. All the way to last already. After starting basically on the pole. Whoa! Vermin with a big two-wheel. It's going to keep this pack battle here going. Camby and Luke trying to get into the action, and Slaunch goes too far deep, slides way out, and then they're going to be 3 wide going into here. Luke's going to cut the inside and randomly get some NOS action, comes all the way past Slaunch and Camby from that NOS. No idea where that came from. So now Camby and Luke are going to battle here. Slaunch has kind of gotten left in the dust by the NOS, and then Luke gets by Camby. Camby's now going to battle with Slaunch, and Luke's going to battle with Jim. And then up there we have a battle between Curry and Decoy. I think Decoy just got by Curry, I believe. And in the lead we have somehow Mustang coming from like mid-pack is in the lead right now. So he's got a pretty big lead. Camby trying to cut. Whoa! Luke gets put in the rocks there by Jim. I recommend rewinding and watching that. It was kind of hard to see from this perspective. That slows him up way much, and now him and Slaunch are right next to each other. And Camby is right here planning on trying to make a move. Looks like he's going to try to go deep inside. Vermin's behind him as well. Camby and Vermin battled a lot in the second heat. First heat drivers tend to be the faster ones at the moment. They're further up in the pack. Whoa, Luke gets by Jim, had to muscle his way through after what we saw from last race. And he does end up muscling his way through, and that's a huge move, getting by Jim, who's one of the hardest drivers to pass. Slaunch and Camby, both fast on this track. Camby was your second heat winner, and Slaunch did come second to a last lap pass from Luke in the first. So both of these two drivers are fast at this track, but they're going to have to get by Jim, and that's going to be a difficult feat. So Luke has a bit of a leg up on them there from that pass. Decoy, also I think a decent driver on this track, is pretty far up in the pack. So these fast drivers are going to have their work cut out for them, trying to catch up. Here we have Slaunch trying to make a move on Jim, and he actually completes the pass on the outside. Pretty impressive there, coming out of Slaunch. And now Camby's going to have to try to pass Jim, and that's going to be tough for him, but he's going to have to go for it. Here we have Decoy, who's taking the lead, actually. Decoy in the lead now. Mustang must have gotten another one of his lag spikes, and he's fallen back to second. So unfortunate for Mustang that this lag has affected him so greatly, because this definitely, I think definitely would have been a pretty good first place lead for him at this point, and definitely a chance at winning the race. Luke, here you see, just passes Curry. Curry now going into 4th. Still a pretty good start for Curry. Oh, Curry gets into the inside rumble strip, just as I was saying is a good start for him. He gets in the inside rumble strip and gets taken out, and it looks like, I think he might park it. I think he parks it right there, because he was also having lag issues. Oh, Camby with the NOS. He's going to try to use it to get by Jim. Oh, Camby goes for the crossover, which is an amazing move, but Jim shoving him to the inside is going to ruin all of Camby's momentum, and Camby's not going to be able to make the pass. Unfortunate, because that was actually a really good move out of Camby. Now you see Discreet in the way back, technically not last. Last place finish for this race will be Curry because Curry left. Here we have a battle between Vermin and Canby. This is a battle that the second heat saw a lot. Oh, Vermin somehow spins out. That's going to probably ruin his chances of getting any kind of decent finish at this point. Vermin's probably locked into one of those further back positions now. And there you see Curry, who left mid-race as a goose, like right in the middle of the track, so that's become an on-track obstacle. And here we have the battle for second place between Mustang and Luke. Mustang doing a little bit of drift action. Not the fastest thing to do, but it holds him off. Now, there you can tell it's kind of hard to beat Luke in this situation because Mustang is lagging extremely hard, and it's going to be very difficult for anybody that's trying to pass him to pass him because you can't really tell where he is on the track. As you saw in this last couple corners, he's lagging pretty difficult, He's lagging pretty hard, and you can't really tell where he's at. Now there he slides out a lot. Now that's not lag, that's just what he did. So Luke's going to try to make a move in the inside. Mustang going almost 4 tires up the track, and these two are just staying side by side, extremely tight. Mustang not giving Luke very much room. Tries to shove Luke into the rumble strip, and it ends up backfiring and sends Mustang into the wall. So that backfires hard. He loses 2 positions to Luke and Slaunch, and it also kind of sucks for Luke because now Slaunch has caught up a lot because of that. And it extremely backfired for Mustang. He would have been better off just letting Luke have the position, or not putting him in the rumble strip and just running the outside. He probably could have held on to that position. So going through the pack here, we go through quite a few of the drivers here. You see Canby trying to pass Jim still. So Canby's still trying to work on that. Unfortunate for him, I think Canby is one of the faster drivers, but he's not. He's had a very rough first night. I hope he sticks it through and comes to race the second night here on Wednesday, because I honestly think that Canby is one of the fastest drivers. I just think he had some very unfortunate luck, especially on Francis Creek, and Magna Tempus as well was also pretty unfortunate. So Luke had a pretty big gap on Decoy, but now he's caught up, and Decoy gets into the inside rumble strip, somehow saves it, and Luke takes that as his opportunity and completes a pretty clean pass on Decoy right there. Unfortunate for Decoy, because if he would have saved it, if he would have had just a little bit more of a gap when he saved it, he could have competed for that position. But Luke was able to complete that pass cleanly and had the complete pass on him. There was no room for Decoy to battle there, especially in that section. And Decoy does something very odd. He goes pretty wide in that corner. Usually drivers protect the inside hard on that corner when they know they have drivers in their bumper, but Decoy just for some reason slides wide and lets Slaunch have that second place position. Decoy now into third. This is still Decoy's best run of the night, though, by far. Definitely. I mean, he got 4th at Francis Creek, which isn't bad, and he ended up doing better in his heat there, but I think if he stays in this podium position, he could be on to a better points race here at Magna Tempus if he can hold on to his podium. Just watching the top 3 here, watching their lines. It's kind of interesting on this track. This track is one of the few tracks where it is a GP track where you don't have to let off the gas. You can run this entire race. I can vouch for myself. I ran this entire race without letting off the gas once. Never let off the gas, and you can do that here. You can go through a whole race without having to let off the gas because the corners flow that way, the track's designed that way, and I tend to like tracks where you have braking points. I think those tracks have a higher skill gap, but this is an exception. This track has no braking points, but it flows so well that it just works really nicely, and this actually comes out to be one of my favorite tracks on Halo 5. Skipping ahead a little bit here, Slaunch catches up to Luke because of lag, and Decoy and Slaunch also flips because of lag, and Decoy goes right under him, which is just nuts. I cannot believe he went under him like that. So Slaunch starts to get lag issues here, and that's going to cost him a position. And here we go to Canby. Canby still trying to get by Mustang, and Jim probably having some difficulties there. Unfortunate for Canby. I find it ironic that I was saying that he was stuck behind Jim and his service tag is stuck. Ooh, a little bit of... Oh, never mind. There's a lap driver right there. Vermin getting lapped by Decoys. So Vermin's been lapped, and I think Discreet has been lapped. as well at this point. So it's a little crazy. Here we have Camby trying to make a move on Mustang. Actually, a very good move, and again, another good move out of Camby, but then Mustang protects that inside and sort of brake checks him. Unfortunate for Camby, because I think from what I'm watching, he's doing some very nice moves. It's just the people he's racing against are racing extremely rough against him, and it's unfortunate because he's making really good moves and not getting rewarded for it. And also Mustang's lag. I mean, you cannot predict where he is when he's lagging so much like this, so it's very difficult for Camby to make any kind of move without worrying about that lag and how it could affect him. So it's just a very unfortunate situation for him. I hope that Camby races the second night and can give a better showing. Camby actually spins out right there, very unfortunate for him. Ends up getting passed yet again by Jim, so now he has to pass Jim again if he wants to get that position. Just unfortunate situation for him. And then Slaunch here, you can see the lag still affecting him. So Luke and Decoy are probably going to be locked on, or locked in with their first and second place position. Who finishes first, who finishes second, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm pretty confident that they're going to be locked 1-2 in any order at this point. So here I did a little finish line, so you could finish line view, so you could see the gaps between the drivers. Keep in mind that that driver and this driver right here are lapped. And then here we have Slaunch in third, so he's got like a 10-second gap. And then there's this whole pack that's actually kind of close. Mustang, Jim, and Camby, so that pack's all kind of close. And there you can see some footage of Mustang actually cutting the track. So I will put the results as I have them at the end of the video, but he could get penalized at some point for doing that. So if that does happen, I'll update you in a future video. And here, I think we actually have Luke coming to take the checkered flag. Yes, he takes the checkered. Luke gets the win. Decoy gets second. So your returning champion Luke takes his first win of the season. Decoy gets his first podium. Slaunch gets another podium in third. And then I believe we have Mustang in fourth, and then Jim in fifth. And then Camby is going to come in sixth. And then Discreet in seventh, Vermin eighth, and ninth will be Curry. So pretty solid race there at Magna Tempus. There on the screen you can see the points that the drivers earned for that race. Remember that those points are with the heats included. More races will be coming on Thursday. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you next time.